Before we start, just a minute. Okay. So, I'm speaking today on mental health. And hands up if you're an entrepreneur in some way, shape, or form. Oh, big surprise. And as an entrepreneur, we have certain stressors to deal with, such as financial pressures, uncertainty, and often long working hours. How many of you work, and when I say work, I mean do anything for or related to your business? So how many of you work only 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, or less than that? Oh, another big surprise. I saw one hand. So it's probably safe to say that as entrepreneurs, we have a certain amount of stress related to the fact that we have our own business. Now, of course, stress is normal and sometimes can even be useful. But when it isn't managed well, or if it's managed in unhealthy ways, or if it gets out of hand, it can hinder your productivity and impact your mental health, and in turn impact your business and your success. So we're going to do something right now to release stress, and we're going to do this very quickly. So as quick as you can, stand up and rate your stress level from 0 to 10 in your mind. If it's a 0 to 4, you're going to need one hand for this technique. If it's a 5 to 10, you're going to need both hands. Put your hand or hands in front of your face, palms facing your face. Staring at the palms of your hands, think about all that stress. Focus on all the things that are stressing you out. Now, curl your thumb and index finger into a circle, and we're going to release the stress now. Curl your pinky and ring finger in towards the palm of your hands and release all that stress out into the finger that's left. Okay, have a seat really, really quickly. So, what's your stress level at now? It's probably a lot lower, right? Okay, so what just happened there, and why did that work? Well, you were thinking about all of the stress that you don't want, and the moment you connected to the laughter, it changed everything, right? You could just let it go, and it brought you back into the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, it's really hard to be anxious or stressed. So the next time you flip someone off, you can just tell them you're just releasing stress. Okay, now, all joking aside, I'm going to teach you a really easy and quick technique that you can actually use to release stress and feel more calm and in control in the moment. And Doreen did a little bit of it earlier, but we're just going to expand on it a teeny bit. So sitting comfortably with your feet flat on the floor, hands resting comfortably in your lap. Roll your eyeballs upward until you feel the strain, and when you feel the strain, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your eyes, drop your jaw, and relax your tongue. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale this time, relax your whole body from head to toe. Feel your muscles releasing and relaxing. Take one more slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale slowly, open your eyes. Good, so that is an instant relaxer for you because you've placed yourself in charge of your own state. So even if something becomes challenging or upsetting, you know that you have the capability to regain your equilibrium in the moment. And it's something you can do anytime, anywhere. However, if you're driving, keep your eyes open. But it's really quick and easy. So you have the power within your own mind to decide how you want to feel and what you want to focus on, which has a huge impact on your mental health. And I think it's fairly obvious that a healthy mental state impacts your business in positive ways. Your mental health impacts your ability to make good decisions, for one. Think about a time when you felt really anxious or had high stress levels. Would that be a good time to make an important decision? Probably not, right? A person isn't really thinking clearly or rationally. when they're in a depressed or anxious state. And things like problem solving, risk assessment, and judgment are all impaired. And as entrepreneurs, we're having to make important decisions about our business all the time, right? And those decisions impact our business and our mental health, and our success, pardon me. So a healthy mental state helps us to have clarity and the ability to weigh options more effectively, which leads us to make more sound decisions that grow our business and help us succeed. A healthy mental state also allows for more creativity in your business. When a person's down in the dumps or stressed to the max, their focus narrows. Ideas are harder to find, and motivation is lacking. But when you're feeling more balanced, calm, content, you're more open to different experiences, you're more flexible, and you're more open to different ways of thinking, which promote creativity and innovation that are very important for your own business. And of course, productivity is affected immensely when mental health is not good. A person with a poor mental health often feels tired, unmotivated, and has a lack of focus. And they have to spend more time on the business, more time than they really need to, completing tasks, leading to more time spent on the business and less time with family, friends, or doing other enjoyable activities. But when you're feeling good, mentally, emotionally, you have more energy, you can focus easier, which leads to more productivity and efficiency and fewer hours working. And that means more time for you and your family. Now, one of the most important things you can do to ensure optimal mental health and consequently a thriving business is to stay in the present moment. Don't look back, you're not going that way. Right? And so there's no point in ruminating over past mistakes. In fact, there are no mistakes. There's only results we learn from. There are no failures, only feedback. So if you're looking back with regret, guilt, or shame, it's only going to hold you back and keep you stuck in the past. The focus should be on what you've learned to know how to do it differently next time. And when looking to the future, you want to make sure to think about, focus on, and imagine your success. See it, feel it, hear it. Almost like it's this virtual movie in your mind of what you really want. Because once that destination is set in your mind, kind of like a GPS, then your mind knows where to go and what steps you need to take to get there. So keep your thoughts and what you imagine in your mind positive and congruent with your goal. One way to do that is to be consciously aware of the thoughts that are running through your mind. Almost like you're this third-party observer noticing those thoughts. And ask yourself in the moment they happen, is this useful or not? If it's not useful, the next thing to do is to say to yourself, that used to be true. I let that go. And then you bring in the opposite, positive, more useful thought. For example, if the thought is, what if I fail? Well, is it useful to think about failing? Of course not. That used to be true. I let that go. That used to be how I felt. That used to be what I thought. What if I succeed? Right? Everything you think or say to yourself goes into your subconscious mind and essentially creates your reality and your beliefs about yourself and the world around you. And your subconscious mind is like this huge computer that stores and remembers everything you've ever seen, heard, felt, thought, experienced, believed in your life. And whenever you go to make a decision or form an opinion about something or take some sort of action, your conscious mind, the thinking part, goes through all that programming and information in your subconscious to know, oh, what do we want to do here? What steps do we want to take? How do we feel about this? What opinion do we have? And if your habitual thoughts are negative or not very useful, then you simply can't take a positive action. If, however, the thoughts in your mind and what you imagine is more positive or useful, then you can create those positive outcomes. Now we're going to play a little game here, and I'll break it down after. But right now, from where you are, look around the room and find all of the blue you can find as quickly as you can find it. Look around for all the blue. Okay, now look for all the red. Find all the red in the room you can find. Now, look around for green. See all the green you can see. And stop. So as soon as I suggested that you search for a different color, what happened to the color you were searching for right before it? It disappeared. It went away. It left your conscious awareness. You ignored it. Did you know you were in hypnosis when you were doing that? Once you took my suggestion to look for the blue, you were playing the game, and you were in hypnosis. You were focusing on one thing to the exclusion of everything else. So then, once you took the suggestion to look for the red, you negatively hallucinated the blue and all of the other colors in the room. They disappeared from your mind, and all that red just started popping out at you, right? Your brain is a goal-orientated mechanism. So when you started looking for a certain color, that's what you found, right? Because you will always find what you go looking for. So look for what you actually want. Stop thinking about and looking around for what you don't want, because I guarantee you're going to find it. And so if any of you focus on the negative things or on all the things that could go wrong, this little game showed you how easy it is to switch and shift your perception to something else. Now, a great way to shift your focus to what you want is to either write down what you're grateful for every day, or start off the day by writing down what you're looking forward to, or what's going right in your life, or what's good. Maybe 3 or 5 things. Do it on your phone in the morning or at bed before you, at night before you go to bed. And by doing this, you're training yourself to be more positive. And it's actually a way to install what you want in your mind and go looking for that. And if you do this every day, it actually retrains your brain without you even knowing it. So look for what you want and what you like instead of the other way around. And if you do it regularly, you will be amazed at how things will change. Now, of course, there's so much more I could talk about in general about mental health, but in general, for better mental health, find ways to release stress, stay in the present moment, and focus on what you want. Thank you.